In this video I will be explaining how to do guard cancels. I will mostly be using numpad notation when talking about inputs, because it is faster and also easier when translating the video from English to Portuguese, but I will try to show inputs with the in-game notation as well. Here is a quick summary of the numpad notation I will use for City of the Wolves. Guard cancel is cancelling your just defense or hyper defense into a special or super move. You can do this by just defending and then inputting the special move quickly, but the window of time you have to do it is really small, so I never do it like this. What you can do instead is use the game's buffer window. In City of the Wolves and most SNK games, you can input a special move really early, and the game will keep those inputs saved for a long time. For example, if I want to do wake up DP as Terry when he is about to stand up, I input 6, 2, 3, B, and I hold the B button. You can also use it in your combos. For example, when doing this Terry BNB, after his DP break, I immediately input 236, 236, A, and I hold down the A button. Since the game's buffer window is so big, you can use that to do easy guard cancels. You do the motion for the special just before you're going to block, to buffer the special move, then you hold back to block and press the attack button. In this example, Hokutomaru's block sting ends in his Kuhadan break, which is safe on block. I can punish him if I do a guard cancel after blocking the Kuhadan break. So what I do is, I block the first hits normally, then when I think he's about to cancel into the Kuhadan break, I input 2, 1, 4, and once I see the just defend, I press the A button. By inputting 2 and 4, I am buffering the special move and holding back to just defend at the same time. So if I get the timing right and then press A, the game registers that I did a 2 and 4A and gives me a guard cancel. It's the same idea when guard cancelling from hyper defense. In this example, Kain will do a gapless block string that ends in his Rev flash kick break, which is plus on block. So what I do is, I hold back to block the first 2 hits, then after the second hit I input 2, 3, 6, B. By doing this, I am buffering the 2, 3, 6 input for Terry's light power charge special into my hyper defense. So if I am successful, I will guard cancel into light power charge. Now on to how to practice guard cancels. First of all, set Terry as your training dummy. I will be using him for most examples. To practice guard cancel specials that use a 236 input, start a new recording, make the Terry CPU do jump, then Rev bird knuckle cancelled into Rev crack shoot. What you're going to do is block the first hit normally, then try to just defend the second hit, guard cancel into your special move that uses a 236 input, and see if you get the punish message. There are 2 methods to guard cancel into a special that uses the 236 input. The first is using the buffer. Hold down back to block the first hit, then just before the crack shoot connects, input 236 and hold back. Then just press the button for the special move to come out. The second method is to quickly input the 236 special after just defending. Try it out in this exercise and see what feels easier to you. To practice guard cancel specials that use a 2-on-4 input, once again, block the first hit, then try to just defend the second and guard cancel into a 2-on-4 special that punishes the training dummy. For special moves with this input, I only use the buffer method, so hold down back to block the first hit, and just before the second hit connects, input 2-1-4, and once you see the just defend, press the attack button. Practice guard cancel specials that use a DP aka a 6-2-3 input. There are 3 methods you can use. The first one is to do the input normally and use the buffer. Block the first hit, then input 6-2-3 and hold back. Once you see the just defend, press the attack button. The second method is inputting your DP as 6-3-2-1-4, 6 plus button. A half circle back, then forward, then button. I do not understand the evil magic behind this, but for some characters, this input will give you a DP. So what you are going to do is, after the first hit, you will input 6-3-2-1-4 to get your just defend, then after you see the just defend, press forward and the attack button. There are characters that cannot use this method, such as Rock. He has a command grab that uses the same input, 6-3-2-1-4-6 plus A. So whenever he does this input, the command grab comes out instead of the DP. So for characters like Rock, you use the third method. Input your DP as 6-4-1-2-3-6 plus button. So block the first hit, and just before the second connects, you will press forward, then back. Once you see the just defend, quickly go from back to down to forward, then press the attack button. Use whatever input method works for your character and feels easier to you. Once you get used to doing guard cancel invincible DP, switch to trying to do the DP break. You will still do the same inputs, but after the guard cancel, you need to press rev or the 2 light buttons to break. To guard cancel into Mary's straight slicer, which is a back charge motion, hold back to block and charge the special move at the same time, then quickly let go of back and press it again to get the just defend, then press forward and B. You can also do it by quickly letting go of back, pressing forward, then back again for the just defend, and then pressing forward plus B. whatever feels easier to you. Credits to Zio for forcing me to put this stupid fucking motion in the video, as I don't play Mary and I thought she could only do it from a hyper defend. Still using the same recording, we will practice how to do guard cancel into a flash kick, aka a charge down then up input. This one is actually pretty simple and easy. For Kain and Jae-hoon, their reversals use a down charge motion, so all you need to do is hold down back to block the first hit. With this you are also charging your flash kick. Then let go of back while still holding down and press back again to get a just defense. If you get the just defend, just press up and the attack button. Same as with the DP input, once you get used to guard cancel into the invincible version, try to do flash kick break instead. To practice guard cancelling into Tizoc's 360 command grab, first set your position to the corner, with Tizoc having his back to the corner. Now start a new recording and make Terry jump, then do his heavy power charge special move. Now block the first hit, then input a 360, press back to just defend, and after the just defend, press the attack button. But you can also do it by blocking the first hit, just defending the second and then quickly doing the 360 input. Or by blocking the first hit, inputting 6-3-2-1-4, aka a half circle back, to buffer part of the 360 and your just defend, and after the just defend, pressing up and the attack button. To me, this one is the easier method, but use whichever one feels easier to you. If you guard cancel into a super move, you will get a 0 frame super. Contrary to their name, 0 frame supers actually have 1 frame of startup. They are named that way for 2 reasons. 1, as a callback to Garo Mark of the Wolves, where some supers actually had 0 frame startup, and 2, because it sounds cool. One thing to note is that 0 frame supers have less invincibility frames than normal supers. Using the frame meter, you can see that it shows 10 pink diamonds when I do Terry's level 1 geyser. Those pink diamonds represent invincibility frames, so this means the super has 10 frames of full invincibility. If I do it as a 0 frame, however, you can see it only shows 3 diamonds. That means 0 frame level 1 geyser has only 3 frames of full invincibility. Now, to practice guard cancelling into a 0 frame super, go back to the first recording with Terry doing Rev Burn Knuckle into Rev Crack Shoot. Block the first hit, then do the input for your super and hold back. Once you see the just defend, press the attack button. In Terry's case, I want to do 0 frame level 1 geyser, so I will input 236, 236 and hold back. Once I see the just defend, I will press A. To practice doing a 0 frame from hyper defense, set your restart position to the corner, with your character having their back to the corner. Now do another recording, have Terry throw you, then run, then do Rev Burning Wave and a close D right after. To test if you did it right, play the recording, and once you block the Burning Wave, hold up. If your character still blocks the close D, you did it right. Now hold down back to block the Rev Burning Wave as you stand up, then let go of down back and quickly input your super motion. Once you see the hyper defense, press the attack button. Once again, I want to do 0 frame level 1 geyser, so I will input 236, 236, and then press the button after I see the hyper defense. One thing to note is that depending on your character and the timing you do it, your 0 frame super might trade with Terry. That is, you will hit him but also get hit in the process. I will be honest, I don't really know why that happens. It has something to do with the fact that 0 frame supers have less invincibility frames, plus Rev Burning Wave having a ton of active frames, but I really don't know how it actually works, so I cannot explain that to you. One last thing you may want to practice is doing 0 frames and guard cancel DP break on wake up. So with both you and the dummy still in the corner, do another recording, have Terry throw you, then do a meaty 2B, 2A on your wake up. To test if you did it right, try to hold up on wake up, then try to mash your lights on wake up. If you get hit trying to jump and hit or counter hit trying to mash, you did it right. The dummy is doing a meaty low attack on your wake up, so the timing will always be the same, and you can use that to practice doing guard cancel 0 frame or DP break on your wake up. For 0 frame supers, it's the same idea as the other exercise. You will be inputting the motion for the super as you are about to stand up, then hold back and press the attack button after the just defend. Guard cancel DP break will beat a lot of common pressure sequences, so if your character has it, I recommend you learn that. There is counterplay to it, but it's good to know how to do it regardless. Of course, you should not just do guard cancels without thinking all the time. Guard cancelling increases your rev gauge and deals less damage than normal, so you may end up overheating to do a combo that is not even worth it, putting yourself in a bad situation. And also, depending on the move you guard cancel into, you might increase your rev gauge just to get counter hit in the process. Against Terry's Burning Wave into close D on my wake up, if I guard cancel into anything that isn't invincible, I will just get counter hit. That's it for this video, thanks for watching.